Welcome to the show. For almost 2 decades, the Stuttering Association for the Young, otherwise known as SAY, has been helping kids who stutter by providing them with life-changing resources rooted in music and theater. I recently checked in with members from the SAY family, including film and theater star Paul Rudd, to learn more about this incredible organization.
SAY is just a place that kids who suffer from speech impediments can get together and hang out with each other and not feel self-conscious, build their confidence, and really explore what it is that they're capable of doing.
It's a place where young people who haven't always felt like they have a voice in this world can come and belong. SAY is hopefully that spark in a young person's life that ignites a deep belief in themselves that what they have to say is important, and even if it takes them a little bit longer to get their words out, that what they have to say is worth waiting for.
What made you want to create SAY?
I have stuttered since I was a little kid. I was 5 years old when I began stuttering, and I grew up feeling pretty ashamed of that. And you know, the thing about stuttering is if you don't talk, you don't stutter. So I did a lot of not talking. A lot of time feeling really deeply ashamed of the way that I spoke. And after many years of hiding and many years of feeling that isolation, I'd had enough. And I think in my very slow journey towards acceptance, I started to think about what's out there for kids. What's out there for kids who stutter. And I didn't see a whole lot.
Taro Alexander created SAY in 2001, and since then has positively impacted the lives of 1,500 kids. Since its inception, the organization has attracted a number of influential supporters, including George Springer, the 2017 World Series MVP, and former Vice President Joe Biden. You've been able to wrangle a lot of Broadway and even Hollywood folks behind this organization.
Whether you are a person who stutters or not, whether you are an 8-year-old who's never set foot in a theater or an Academy Award-winning actor, I think it feels good to be in a place where everyone's voice truly matters. I think that's said a lot, but here it's true.
I was doing a play, I was doing a show called 3 Days of Rain, and the character that I played had a stutter, and I didn't know that much about it. So I got online and I found Taro, and I reached out to Taro. He lived here, and I went to one of the meetings, met a bunch of the kids. I never gave much thought, really, to people who stutter. You just don't think about it that much. And when I played a character who stuttered, it became very clear to me how hard life must be. It's hard enough to be a kid.
Having a stutter just generally makes it hard to speak, and very often I have trouble like trying to communicate well.
What do you love most about SAY?
I just love having like a more relaxed environment where I'm more free to just speak openly without having to worry about how other people see how I speak.
So Taro, prior to your time here at SAY, you were a professional actor. Stomp, Lost in Yonkers.
You are taking me back, my friend.
As someone who stutters, what was life like as an artist?
Being a professional actor and being a person who stutters was hard and stressful and scary. I got into Stomp, that was actually a real turning point for me. It was the first time professionally where I felt like I could be myself. If the director of Stomp, if my castmates find out that I stutter, well, who cares? It doesn't affect what I'm doing on stage. So that was actually a real pivotal point in my life that started actually the journey towards acceptance as a person who stutters, which eventually led me to start Say.
The organization's programming now features a wide range of confidence-building activities, but was initially based on the performing arts. Currently, they are offering 3 different creative arts programs. One where kids write and perform their own plays, another where they team up with adults to create free-format performance pieces, and a songwriting program, which is led by Everett Bradley, a musician who has played extensively with artists such as Bruce Springsteen, Bon Jovi, and Hall & Oates.
For kids to find their voice through the arts, there's just nothing more powerful than that.
Being able to write something, perform something, it builds lasting friendships, it builds confidence, it changes lives. I did a show with Say, and it was a play that a kid had written, and this boy who wrote this show, his heart was on his sleeve, and profoundly moving. I don't think there's another way any kid could get that kind of experience if it wasn't for an organization like Say.
Caden, there's a performance element to Say, both music and theater.
I've been involved in both of those, actually. Doing things like that just helps me learn to be more open.
Do you like performing?
After I do something like that, it just feels like satisfying that I know I did this. Say is amazing.
Say is family. Say is home.
Say is a place where kids who feel as if they've never been able to have a voice their entire lives do.
And if you'd like to support Say, they have a few upcoming benefit performances, including a concert featuring Tony winner Kelly O'Hara, which is set to take place on Thursday night. For information, head to say.org.